Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. Our first news is Marc Guehi'S decides his next move after being left furious at Liverpool transfer collapse. Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi'S has been forced to stay with the club after they pulled the plug on his £35 million deadline day transfer to Liverpool at the last minute. Marc Guehi'S is planning to leave Crystal Palace as a free agent next summer after seeing his deadline day move to Liverpool blocked. Guehi'S had expected to join Liverpool on Monday after Palace chairman Steve Parish accepted a £35 million offer for the centre-back. But, despite completing a medical in London and having a private jet booked to whisk him to Merseyside, the deal fell apart. Parish changed his mind at the last minute after Palace manager Oliver Glasner threatened to resign. Glasner had made it clear for weeks that Guehi'S could not be sold without a replacement arriving and was willing to walk on principle. Ultimately, the Palace boss got his way, but he has been left with an extremely angry Guehi'S, who feels let down by his club and is now considering giving up the captaincy. The 25-year-old defender has been praised for his professionalism during the saga, having continued to play and concentrate on football. He played and scored in the 3-0 win over Aston Villa on Sunday, which he believed would be his final game for the club. But having joined up with England for the international break at St George's Park, he has decided his next step, according to the Times. Guehi'S has decided to resist any suggestion of signing a new contract with Palace, who he has represented since July 2021. He plans to deprive them of earning a transfer fee by leaving as a free agent when his contract expires on July 1, 2026, rather than departing in the January transfer window. He also knew that Monday represented the last chance for the club to bring in a decent fee for Guehi'S. If Marc wants to sign a new contract, then he can stay. Parish said after the 1-0 win over Fredrikstad in the Conference League playoffs. It's a difficult situation. Everyone has to sell players to comply with the rules. That's a situation that we will have to look at in the next 11 days, however. Palace failed to secure a replacement for Guehi'S, which enraged Glasner. The club thought they had agreed a loan move with Brighton for Igor Julio, but the Brazilian ended up choosing West Ham instead. They had also shown an interest in Manchester City's Manuel Akanji, Monaco's Mohamed Salisu, Rennes' Jeremy Jacquet and Toulouse's JD Canvet without any results. However, Palace failed to secure a replacement for Guehi'S, which enraged Glasner. The club thought they had agreed a loan move with Brighton for Igor Julio, but the Brazilian ended up choosing West Ham instead. They had also shown an interest in Manchester City. Our last news is Rio Ferdinand concerned by Man United deadline day deal after learning key transfer detail. Jadon Sancho was one of several players to leave Manchester United on deadline day, but Rio Ferdinand was left unimpressed by the terms of his move to Aston Villa. Rio Ferdinand has been left concerned after learning Manchester United failed to include an obligation to buy clause in Jadon Sancho's switch to Aston Villa. The winger was one of several stars to secure a move away from Old Trafford on deadline day as Ruben Amorim successfully reduced his United squad. Sancho finalized a season-long loan switch to Villa, mirroring Marcus Rashford's path from last season. Rashford's stint under Unai Emery saw the 27-year-old earn an England recall and subsequently sealed a Barcelona loan move this summer. Sancho will be hoping to replicate his teammates' achievements at Villa Park. Rio Ferdinand has been left concerned after learning Manchester United failed to include an obligation to buy clause in Jadon Sancho's switch to Aston Villa. The winger was one of several stars to secure a move away from Old Trafford on deadline day as Ruben Amorim successfully reduced his United squad. Sancho finalized a season-long loan switch to Villa, mirroring Marcus Rashford's path from last season. Rashford's stint under Unai Emery saw the 27-year-old earn an England recall and subsequently sealed a Barcelona loan move this summer. Sancho will be hoping to replicate his teammates' achievements at Villa Park. Sancho was among several players wanting to leave the Red Devils this summer and attracted interest from other clubs before agreeing to his Villa switch on deadline day. It represents the third loan exit of Sancho's United career, having not appeared for the club since the 2024 Community Shield, but club legend Ferdinand was surprised to learn that Sancho could potentially return to Old Trafford. Speaking about United's departures, he asked on his Rio Ferdinand Presents YouTube channel, "Ain't Sancho's got an obligation to buy at the end of it?" No. Oh, don't like that. United included a £38 million obligation to buy as part of Rasmus Højlund's move to Napoli, which also saw the club receive a £5.2 million loan fee. No such obligation was agreed as part of Sancho's departure, with Villa agreeing to pay 80% of his wages, plus achievable bonuses. However, Ferdinand backed the club's strategy to move on unhappy players. "I said this ages ago, if you're going to take massive losses on these players, take them. Just to get out," Ferdinand argued. "I don't think you can think about the financials too much if you're going to have them around the place and let them be a bad smell around the place. No, get rid. I don't care." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Final Whistle Football News, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors.